Alright, here we are at a 8.5 mile Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and here's what I'm going to tell you for this track guide. Go fast, turn left, never lift. Alright, I hope that was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, but seriously, here we are at Las Vegas doing a track guide, and in my opinion, this is complete trash because 550 horsepower is simply not enough for cars this heavy. That's not opinion, actually. That's fact. The car's garbage. So yeah. Anyways, keys to the race card. Number 1, tires, as usual. Really, what is number 2? I would say the bumps here in 1 and 2, because it really upsets the car. It really doesn't like to hit those. There's going to be a lot of pack racing as well. Dirty air. Man, there's so many of these, I can't really list them all, but that's... I'll just generally put them in the 2. Anyways, number 3 is, I would say, pit road entry, because it's a little deceiving. You'll see it shortly. It's kind of, it makes you think you got to brake earlier than you need to, but you can actually throw it in much later, which I didn't really experiment with. Anyways, we'll get to that, and then we'll get to the lap, and go from there. Alright, making our way to pit road. We're going to brake somewhere before that transition of the, I guess, gap in the lines, I guess. I didn't really know how to explain that. There's your pit road speed, 50 miles per hour. Should be at least. Let me skip a little bit of this. There's your pit exit. Start accelerating, and as tempting as it looks to follow that rubber line, don't, because you'll end up on the track and get a penalty. And as usual, exit at the blue cone. And there you go. Alright, so I made absolutely 0 changes to the fixed setup. As in, steering ratio and all that. It's all whatever it gives you out of the box. Track temp was 101. And that's pretty much it. Be as smooth as possible, and you should have a decent lap at least. So let's just see how it's done. Maybe I'll slow-mo a little bit. Alright, so I skipped the first lap a little bit, because that's most likely going to be a warm-up lap. Because you really need to build speed with this severely underpowered package. Alright, so there you have for 30.197, which I took a weird line coming to the line there, but I probably wouldn't do that in a race. In fact, I probably wouldn't run this line in a race, but Q times, I guess. We'll just do that. So let me back that up. Now on the out lap, usually I try to be as smooth as possible. The warm-up lap to build the speed, and then I try to hug the white line before we make our way into turn 1. And usually I would argue way out, but since we're a little lacking on horsepower, you're just wasting time by going out there. Kind of want to hold a tight line, and here's where the bumps start to get weird. You can see I never lifted because you don't have to for about 15 laps. 14 laps? I don't know. But you can see down there, it's pretty bumpy, so you gotta be kind of smooth. It kind of, the way I explained the setup, it pushes and then it loosens up, and it does it constantly through the corner, and it's really weird. You can see I stayed a little bit away from the wall. Not sure if it helped any, but that's what I did. Again, you want to try to hug this white line. Easier said than done. You can see I get a little bit loose here and there. And here's a little deceiving portion here. It makes you think you can go way down here, but that's actually part of the apron, so just stay above this black. That's pretty much all you gotta do. You can arc out a little bit. You might lose time. And here I went to the apron, but I kind of turned in too late. That's why I straightened up at the last second to try to get as much speed as possible to the line, but I'm horrible at qualifying, so yeah. Alright, not much I can say about mile-and-a-half racetrack that you're wide open because it's flat out for like 14 laps. But things change in traffic. You get a little bit of aero push, which is something I forgot to mention in the keys to the race card. But yeah, can't really help much on a track like this. So get some practice and see how it feels in traffic. Anyways, sim racing, Chewy sign.